5 News reporter Alex Durham is live there now with a look at some heavy damage.
Hey, good morning, Charlie and April. Those 2 tornadoes that hit last night were really close to home. Thanks for joining us on 5 News this morning. I'm Alex Durham. We hope you're waking up to a good Tuesday morning. Let's send it over to 5 News meteorologist Joe Pennington for a look at the forecast. Hey, Joe. Flooding is the big concern today here in Northwest Arkansas for the weekend, really. We're here on Highway 264, which just opened back up. Jason Aldean takes the stage for his first concert since the Las Vegas massacre. There is water just streaming down Elm Street, so we're going to kind of show you. They did find the source of the water. If you're tired of seeing pictures of your friends' kids or reading your cousin's political rants, well, Facebook has the answer. Finally, we're going to turn you guys around. He's actually getting off the bus and saying hi to the parents and the kids as they get on. We've got a big group here coming in.
Taste the Guinness in there?
Woo, feeling it, y'all. And right here you can tell that it gets a little slick, so they physically had a lot of problems with this ice coming up as they are trying to work in and out. How would you like to live in a life-size Lego house? Well, Airbnb and Lego is making that possible. The Toyland just started off and we got families walking around with their kiddos, taking pictures. This is Lightning McQueen.
It has been my baby.
For the last 4 months, this is how Margie Stellwagen spends a lot of her day.
Look at that radish.
Giving this garden a little TLC.
I'm actually ready to go home and have my own garden now because I've learned so much of the mistakes that I did when I was at home.
Not just the mistakes she made while working in her garden.
This is our second batch of radishes we've got.
Margie is one of several inmates who work in the Benton County Jail garden, and she's found you can bury a lot of troubles while digging in the dirt.
There's more to life than what I was doing, and I just hope I can keep up doing the right thing.
And the hours these women spend in the garden growing themselves. Other inmates see it too.
The better behaved that they are, the more of an opportunity they may have to actually be one of the ladies put on this crew.
This is a new work crew project that gets the women inmates out of their cells and focused on something positive.
We're giving back to the community, whereas we took from the community when we're out there doing things we shouldn't have done.
Right now they donate the food to St. Andrew's Food Pantry.
As the garden continues to grow, it'll be donated to other pantries as well.
Margie is amazed at what can grow from just a small seed. But what's even more rewarding is the potential she's found in herself just below the surface.
I mean, a lot of times you'll see us in tears, we'll start crying because it's really hard to believe that we did this.
You're a ham.
They are almost 3 months. Twins was a surprise, but they run in my side of the family.
Every mom dreams of the day she brings her baby home from the hospital.
They went straight to the NICU from the operating room.
But Kristen Hill never expected that day would be 3.5 weeks after her daughters were born.
Wanting so badly to have our babies home, trying to help them however we could.
Addison, Kate, and Blakely Elise were born premature and needed help doing things that usually come so natural.
Addison had a little trouble breathing at first, and they both had some blood sugar issues, so that was what kind of put them in the NICU in the first place.
Rebecca McCann is the NICU manager at Washington Regional. She's worked with premature babies for more than a decade.
To know that we have that baby's life in our hands is something that's very hard to put into words.
Parents can stay in Washington Regional's NICU all day, every day. And that's what the Hills did for about a week. But then it was time to go home.
No parent ever imagines having to leave their baby in the hospital.
In the NICU rooms, just above the bed. A parent's saving grace at a time like this.
I was a basket case. But Washington Regional has the Angel cameras.
Eyes in the sky, a small camera latched to the bed, watching over Addison and Blakely 24/7, so that mom, dad, and other family could too.
The mom can give this login to any of her family members. Then from the parent to the grandparent who might be over in England or somewhere, say, hey, did you see this last night? You know, she was doing this.
The Hills drove back and forth to the hospital every day, and when it was time to leave their daughters to head back home, the Angel Eye system made it just a little easier.
Knowing that if I woke up in the middle of the night and just wanted to look at them, I could just grab my phone and take a peek.
Every NICU room at Washington Regional has an Angel Eye system. Parents can watch their babies live and in color on their phone, tablet, or laptop, so none of those moments are missed.
The day that we finally took them home, again, it was kind of surreal, like coming to the house with them after. I mean, they were almost a month old when we got to bring them home.
Sleepyhead, don't scratch yourself.
The Hill twins, now 3 months old, weighing a hefty 8 and 9 pounds. but the memories of those tiny fingers reaching for every ounce of hope. There's no doubt Addison, Blakely, and the 15 million other premature babies around the world are our most fierce, tiniest survivors.
They are very strong fighters, they're definitely survivors. They work very, very hard just to stay alive. Premature babies are just little superheroes.
Covering news where you live, Alex Durham, 5 News.
I know it's probably hard to live with this disease, this horrible disease that you're going through.
This isn't your normal Valentine.
But I'll always love you no matter what disease you have.
But Gabby's not your normal 9-year-old either.
Sometimes he takes me out and let me ride my bike around.
Something kids might take for granted is a special moment with their dad, but Gabby cherishes every moment.
Because I have friends who they just don't understand.
12 years ago, family and friends started noticing the changes.
Well, he forgets sometimes about things.
Gabby's dad, Dennis, has Alzheimer's.
But I do know that when he does something wrong, he doesn't like it. Because he knows the Alzheimer's did it. 56 years young, and Dennis is battling the disease that's trying to steal everything. And I love it when he has his days that he doesn't forget anything, and he feels so proud of himself.
Small moments are big victories, which is why sweet Gabby expresses her love in the most simple ways.
I would probably do anything to take it away from him.
Gabby will remember her dad's love even when he might start to forget. But someday, she hopes what's written on these Valentines comes true.
I know it's tough sometimes, but you can make it through this. I know you can.